Circle is for class 9th. So circle is, first of all we should know what is a circle. A circle, so let us define circle. Definition of circle: the locus of a point, which moves such that it is distance from the center, from a fixed point all around is same. All around is same. The locus of a point, this is the point here. Now locus of a point here, this is the fixed point. The locus of a point which moves such that its distance all around from a fixed point is same. This is the locus. Path. On this path the point is moving, as we are just going to have a compass in our hand. The needle where we fix it, that comes the center of the circle, and the pencil is going to move, and it is distance from this point is all around is same. So that is called a circle. Now a circle has some more definitions which we should know. What are those? So let us define those definitions all one by one. Now circle has first of all, this is circle. Now we are having second one. What is chord? What is chord? Chord is a line segment whose endpoints lie on the circle. This is chord AB. AB. It is a line segment. It is a line segment whose endpoints lie on the circle. And what it does, it makes the circle to divide into two parts. It divides the circle into two parts. Minor segment and major segment. Similarly, now if this chord passes through the center of the circle, means that it may pass through the center of the circle, so it is the longest chord. The longest chord of the circle, longest chord of the circle is the diameter. Of the circle. So some more definitions we will now have. What are those definitions? Let us define those one by one. Next, it is third one. What is segment of a circle? Segment of a circle. Yes, now we have made it circle. this is the segment of the circle. This is minor segment, this is the major segment. So segment, the division, the two divisions made by a chord called the two divisions made by a chord are the segments of the circle. Segments of a circle. This is minor segment and this is the major segment. Then we will find fourth, what is radius? Radius of a circle. Radius, very simple, it is the distance from the center to the circumference of a circle. This is the center of the circle, this is center O, this is O. Now O to A or O to B, this is O to B. If I will extend this, this is A. From this center to this point or this center to this point, this is the radius of the circle. So radius of a circle, it is the distance from the center to the circumference. So then we have to make what is diameter. Next one, this is radius. Now diameter is the longest part of the circle and it passes through the center of the circle. AOB. Diameter. It is the longest chord of a circle. It is the longest chord of a circle and divides the circle into two parts. Each is called a semicircle. It passes through the center. And divides the circle into two equal parts. Each part is a semicircle. Now next one we will define what is that. Now if a line passes through the circle, for example this is the circle and here is the center. If a line passes through the circle like this way, this is the line, it is passing through the circle. This is called secant. S-E-C-A-N-T. Secant is a line which passes through the circle. Secant. It is a line which passes through the circle. It passes through the circle. Now another is if a line touches a circle. For example, if this is the line, it is going to touch the circle at one point. This is AB, or it is a line segment, or it is line tangent. It is a line which touches a circle at one point, and the point where it touches the circle is called the point of contact. Point of contact. It is the point where a tangent touches to a circle, then it is sector. What is sector? If this is the center of the circle, and if there are two radii being made, for this is one OA, and here it is OB, this is B, this AOB portion, this is the sector of the circle. Sector of a circle, the area between two radii and the arc of a circle, is the sector. Next, it is, what is circumference? Theorems which we have to do in this class 9. Some theorems we have to do. What are those theorems? Let us prove them one by one. Let us prove the theorems one by one. The theorems are: first one, prove that a line drawn from the center of a circle perpendicular to the chord. Prove that a line drawn from the center of a circle, this is the center, this is the line segment, or you can say it is a chord. Prove that line drawn from the center perpendicular to this chord bisects the chord. The first theorem, prove that a line drawn perpendicular to the chord from the center bisects the chord. So I will write given here. What is given? Given AB is the chord and OL is perpendicular on it. AB is the chord of a circle, is a chord, and OL perpendicular AB. To prove, what needs to be proved? It is AL is equal to LB. AL is equal to LB. Construction. What is construction? That is, we will join this O with A and O with B. Let us join this. O with A and O with B are being joined. Join OA and OB. Prove. Now in two triangles. In two triangles. OLA, OLB. OLA and OLB. OL is equal to OL because OL is here also, OL is here also. So these are the corresponding parts. So this is common. This angle, they are both equal. Angle OLA is equal to angle OLB, each 90, and OA equals OB. OA equals OB. Radii of the circle. Therefore, triangles are congruent. Have a look. This is right angle, this is hypotenuse, this is one side. Therefore, triangle OLA is congruent to triangle OLB by rule of RHS. Therefore, AL is equal to BL. Therefore, AL is equal to BL by CPCT. So this is the first theorem on the circles. Now next one is the converse of this, that we know, because what the converse should be. If a line is drawn from the center to a circle which bisects the chord, show that it is perpendicular to the chord. So again we will make this one in two triangles ALO and BLO. What we will write here, OA and OB, they are both equal. OL and OL, they are equal. Also angle AL is equal to BL, so that is also given. Triangles are congruent by SSS. Therefore, this triangle congruent to this triangle. When this triangle and this triangle are congruent, therefore this angle OLA and OLB are equal. But they are both forming, they are linear pair, their sum is 180. That means this is also 90, this is also 90, or OL is perpendicular on AB. That is this converse. That is not needed, that you can do now. Now next theorem is prove that equal chords of a circle subtend equal angles at the center. Equal chords, this is one chord, this is another chord, they are equal. A, B and C, D are two equal chords. The center of the circle is O. What the statement is, prove that equal chords of a circle, subtend equal angles at the center. Equal angles at the center. So we have to show that this angle AOB is equal to angle COD. This is center O. Given AB and CD are two equal chords of the circle. To prove what is needed to be proved? That is called the proof. To prove angle AOB is equal to angle COD. Proof in two triangles AOB and COD OA is equal to OC. OA is equal to OC, radii of the circle. Radii of the circle. Similarly, OB, have a look, OB is equal to OD, same radii of the circle. AB is equal to CD. It is given. Therefore, triangles are congruent. Therefore, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD by side. SSS congruence. Therefore, this implies angle AOB. So, angle AOB is equal to angle COD by CPCD. Angle AOB is equal to angle COD by CPCD. This is being proved. So we should have to remember that if the chords are equal, then angles at the center are also equal. Next one. Next theorem. The converse on this theorem is also given. What that should be? If two chords of a circle subtend equal angles at the center, prove that chords are equal. That is the converse of the theorem. If two chords of a circle subtend equal angles at the center, prove that chords are equal. Prove that chords are equal. So given a circle with center O, AB and CD subtend angles. AB and CD, the chords subtend equal angles at the center. To prove AB is equal to CD, proof in two triangles AOB and COD AB is equal, it is OA is equal to OC, it is radii of the circle. Angle AOB is equal to angle COD. I will write this much over here. Angle AOB is equal to angle COD. It is given. OB is equal to OD. Have a look. OB is equal to OD, radii of the circle. therefore triangles are congruent. Therefore triangle AOB congruent. AOB is congruent to triangle COD, which implies AB first third, which implies AB is equal to CD by CPCD. So we have proved equal. So in the first term we proved that if chords are equal, angles at the center are also equal, and in the converse we have proved that if the angles at the center subtended by two chords are equal, then the chords are also equal. Next, now we will make prove that equal chords of a circle are equidistant from center. Prove that equal chords of a circle are equidistant from center. Next theorem. Prove that equal chords of a circle are equidistant from center. From center. Here is the circle. Two chords AB, and here it is CD. AB and CD are two equal chords. This is center O. O to L is distance to the, from O to L distance to this AB, from O to M distance to CD. Given, you can simply write AB is equal to CD, or chord AB is equal to chord CD. OL and OM are distances, from O to AB and CD. To prove is OL is equal to OM. OL equals OM. Construction. Let us join O with A, and let us join O with this C. Join O A and OC. Prove in two triangles. In two triangles, it is OLA and OMC. OLA and OMC OA is equal to OC. OA is equal to OC, radius of the circle. Always in geometry, the distance from the any point, distance is always taken as perpendicular distance. So always remember that this is perpendicular to this one. So angle OLA is equal to angle OMC, each 90. And in the first term, any line perpendicular to the chord bisects the chord, and AL can be equal to CM, because AB is equal to CD, because it is saying that equal chords, if this is 5, this is also 5, this L bisects it, it is 2.5, this is 2.5, this is also 5, This is 2.5, this is also 2.5. This implies triangle OLA is congruent to triangle OMC by rule of right angle, one side and hypotenuse. It is RHS. Therefore, OL is equal to OM by CPCT. So that this is the next theorem. So we in this theorem have proved that if the two chords of a circle are equal, then we should always remember if the distance from the center is to be considered, then those will be equal. So OL and OM will also be equal. And conversely, we can say if the distance from the center to two chords are equal, if the distances from the center up to the two chords are equal, then the chords should also be equal. So this we have to remember. Next, so on the basis of these theorems only, we have to solve the questions. When theorems are understood nicely, we can do questions very quickly, and we can have put the ideas and our knowledge on those, and we can get those questions to be solved. The next one, what is that? Prove that angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Prove that angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. This is the chord of a circle, this is the center, this is O, AB is the chord. By this chord, this angle is being subtended, and by the same chord, this angle has been subtended. This is ACB and ADB. These are two angles subtended by the two angles subtended in the same segment of a circle. So what to do? Here we will write prove that angles in the same segment of a circle, same segment of a circle are equal. But before doing this very theorem, we should know one more theorem. So let us do that very theorem first. What is that? Prove that angle at the center of a circle are. Prove that angle subtended at the center by an arc or by a chord, it is O. This is the arc. This A to B is the arc. If I will join this AB, it will come as chord. This AB chord or this arc AB subtend this angle AOB at the center and angle ACB at the circumference. So before doing this, we should do first this, then we can do this one also, because it becomes easy for us to understand. So I will make this theorem to prove first. AB is the chord. Prove that angle subtended at the center, of a circle by an arc or a chord is double the angle subtended by it at any part of the circumference, any part of the remaining circumference, So given what this remaining circumference means, if AB is the chord or AB is the arc, this is one part of the circumference and remaining part is this much, A to B, this much. So AB arc, given arc AB subtends angle AOB at the center and angle ACB at the circumference. To prove angle ACB or angle AOB is double the angle subtended at the remaining part. ACB, angle ACB. Construction. Let us join this C with O and reduce it to meet here the circumference at L. Join OC and reduce CO to L. Proof. If I will take this triangle AOC, in triangle AOC, two sides are equal, OC and OA are equal because this is the radius. O to C is also same, O to A is also same. Triangle AOC is considered. Therefore, when two sides of a triangle are equal, angles opposite them are also equal. So this angle 1 can be equal to this angle 3. OA is equal to OC. Therefore, angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Angles opposite to the equal sides. Similarly, so if I will make this angle AOL, if I will consider this angle AOL in triangle AOC, this CO has been extended, this becomes exterior angle. Exterior angle is always equal to sum of the interior opposite angles. Now, in triangle AOC, CO is produced. Therefore, make this one next to prove. In triangle AOC, CO is produced. Therefore, angle AOL is equal to angle 1 plus angle 3. Because exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of its interior opposite angles. Overall, angle AOL can be equal to angle 1 plus angle 1 because angle 1 and angle 3 are equal. This implies angle AOL is equal to twice of angle 1. This twice of angle 1. Similarly, if I will go to this side, similarly, in triangle BOC, angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Angle 2 is equal to angle 4 because OC is equal to OB, and angle BOL can be equal to, and angle BOL can be equal to, what can be this equal to? It can be angle 2 plus angle 3, angle 2 plus angle 4, ORR, angle BOL can be twice of angle 2. So I will add, this is second one and this is the first one. This is the first one. So I will add 1 and 2. Add 1 and 2 second conditions. Angle AOL plus angle BOL. Angle AOL plus angle BOL is equal to twice of angle 1 plus twice of angle 2. Twice of angle 1 plus twice of angle 2. This is equal to 2 common. It is angle 1 plus angle 2. This is equal to angle AOL. AOL plus BOL becomes angle AOB. Or angle AOB is equal to twice is twice angle 1. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is angle ACB. Angle ACB, hence proved. So angle subtended at the center by an arc or by a chord of a circle is double the angle subtended at the circumference. So this also we have to remember. So next what we had to prove was that prove that angles subtended in the same segment of the circle are equal. Prove that angles subtended, here it is, this is the segment of a circle, this is the center, it is O, AB the chord. इस AB के द्वारा बन रहा है ये एंगल एट दिस in the same segment, this angle in the same segment. I will write this as ACB and this as ADB. Given. So what is the statement? Prove that angles in the same segment of a circle, angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Given. Angle ACB and angle ADB are two angles in the same segment of the circle. To prove angle ACB is equal to angle ADB. Construction. Let us join O with A and O with B. Join OA and OB. Prove. Have a look. This angle, now as we know, angle subtended at the center is double the angle subtended at the circumference. So this angle AOB, this angle, this one, since this arc AB or AMB, you can write this as, since arc AMB D, arc AMB, or this AMB arc and the chord AB. This is arc AMB or chord AB subtend angle AOB at the center. AOB at the center and angle ACB at the circumference. Therefore, angle AOB can be equal to twice of angle ACB. This is first. It is the same angle, and this angle is also this one. Also, angle AOB can be equal to twice of angle ADB. This is second one. From first and second we get, from first and second we get what we get. Here also AOB and here also AOB. So both AOBs are equal to twice of this and twice of this. So twice of angle ACB is equal to twice of angle ADB. Twice gets cancelled. Angle ACB is equal to angle ADB. Hence proved हो गया bro. So remember, angles in the same segment of a circle are always equal. Now the last theorem we have to prove. These are some theorems. On the basis of these theorems only the exercise questions are there, and let us prove first the theorems nicely, and on the basis of those we can do the questions also. Prove that sum of the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. ABCD is a quadrilateral. O is the center of the circle. Prove that sum of the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. Given a cyclic quadrilateral is that quadrilateral in which all the four vertices lie on the circumference of the circle. Now ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. To prove, angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree, or angle B plus angle D is 180 degree. Construction: join O with D and O with B. Join OD and OD. Prove again by the first term which we just now proved. Here is the angle which is being subtended at the center, this one, and this is angle subtended at the circumference. Now angle BOD can be equal to twice of angle A, and this DOB, this one, angle DOB can be equal to twice of angle C. This is first, this is second. By theorem, angle subtended at the center is double the angle subtended at the circumference, that we will write, or we can simply say by theorem. Now adding 1 and 2, we get, I will write over here, it is angle BOD plus angle DOB is equal to twice of angle A plus twice of angle C. This BOD plus DOB, this becomes 360 degree. 360 degree is equal to twice of angle A plus angle C. This 2 comes over here, overall angle A plus angle C is equal to 360 upon 2, that is 180 degree. Therefore, sum of the opposite angles of the cyclic coordinate is 180 degree. So these are some theorems which we should know, and on the basis of these the exercise questions can be done. So all the best. Have a good day.